It was a beautiful autumn day, and Lou was looking for some leaves to add to her leaf collection. There were a lot of leaves on the ground at this time of year. There were yellow ones, brown ones, red ones, oval-shaped ones, and pointy ones too. Whenever she saw a leaf that she liked, she would pick it up and put it into her special bucket. Lou loved collecting things, especially leaves. After some time, she reached the entrance to the forest, and there, through the gate, she saw some very exciting-looking leaves scattered along a windy path. She would love to have those leaves. However, she wasn't sure she was supposed to go through the big gate into the deep forest. She'd heard stories of strange things living there. She thought for a while and decided she would hop over there quickly, grab a few leaves and come straight back again. Lou was so excited. She was surrounded by wonderful leaves. There were pink ones, gold ones, purple ones, multicolored ones, and even spotty ones. Lou filled her bucket with as many leaves as she could. But when she turned to go back home, she realized she was lost. Suddenly, the forest seemed very big and dark. She felt small and lonely. She had a strange feeling she was being watched. Just then, an acorn hit her on the head. "Ouch!" she said. She looked up to see where it had come from. And there, high up in the trees, were more leaves. But not just ordinary leaves. These were the wrong kind of leaves. It was well known throughout the forest that the wrong kind of leaves were a bit naughty. Now Lou was lost and cross. Just as one of the leaves was about to throw another acorn, there was a very loud, funny noise. It frightened all of the leaves away. There, in the trees, was the creature which made the noise. Lou was very pleased. "A moogong!" she cried with joy. She'd never seen a moogong before. Only the luckiest people got to see them. The moogong offered to give her a ride home. Lou clutched her bucket tightly as the moogong took her all the way out of the deep forest. Lou thanked the moogong. The moogong bowed her head in return and slipped back into the forest. That night, while Lou stuck her new leaves into her scrapbook, she looked out of her window. There are some horrid things out there, she thought, but it's nice to know there are some friendly things too. It was cold and wintry outside, so Lou and Bodmin were staying indoors playing a game. Lou was very pleased with herself because, as usual, she was winning. She beamed a big proud grin to herself while Bodmin took his turn. Suddenly the whole game shook and all the pieces got jumbled up. When Lou looked down to take her turn, she was surprised to see that she wasn't winning anymore. Just as she was about to get cross, it happened again. "Oh," they both said. "What was that?" Lou cried. And then it happened again. Lou moved the rug to see what was going on. There was something under the floorboards. Then a funny thing popped up. Paul Parrot and Mina rushed in to see what all the noise was about. When they looked down, they were delighted. "What is it?" asked Lou. "It's a baby Fungoom," said Mina. When Fungooms are born, they just spring up out of the earth. You never know when or where they'll appear, but it's usually somewhere warm and cosy. They decided to call him Beanie. Beanie decided to cry. Polperro and Mina sprang into action, desperately trying to make Beanie happy. Baby Fungooms need lots of love and care until they're ready to leave the earth. That night, all comfy and warm, Beanie had a lovely, dreamy sleep. Over the coming days, Lou and Bodmin had lots of fun playing with Beanie. Until one morning, Polperro and Mina were rudely awoken by banging and crashing noises coming from the kitchen. Beanie wasn't in his hole. The funny thing about baby Fungooms is that when they leave the ground, they are very, very bouncy.
One evening, Polperro was making carrot cake when he heard a noise at the front door. There, standing in the doorway, was a big blue monster. That's funny, he thought. You're not supposed to be here. The monster looked a bit sad. Polperro decided to try and cheer him up with some cake. The monster shoved the whole cake into his mouth, plate and all. He did enjoy the yummy cake, but it didn't seem to have cheered him up. Then Bodmin, Lou and Mina came into the kitchen for their cake. They noticed the sad monster. They all wondered what might make the monster happy. Lou let the monster have a go with her game. The monster was very good at it. He even got a high score. But when he handed it back to Lou, he still looked unhappy. Bodmin gave the monster his teddy. But after he played with it, he still seemed sad. Mina thought for a while and then had an idea. There's only one thing for it, she said. He needs a hug. They all gave the monster a lovely, big, squeezy, snuggly hug. A huge smile grew on the monster's face. A hug was just what he needed.